All right. Right. Yeah. So what we're going to do is going to do a thing called interpolation. We're estimating 2015. We have this table here. There's all sorts of numbers, but when we do interpolation, we just look at the most recent data. Just the last 2 points. In other words, we say to ourselves, well, how has it increased recently? And what if that increase continues at the same rate per year? That's all we're saying. That's what it's a very simple guess. It's a simple estimate, right? So what we're saying is we'll use interpolation. So we'll see, so these are just the last 2 years. We forget about everything else at the table. And we'll say, okay, well, the last 2 years it went like this. It went that minus this. Right. 224,216. Yep. Good. 234,216. So it has increased by that amount from this year to this year. That was the absolute increase, right? Now, what was the average increase per year, though? In other words, what's the average growth rate or the average increase per year? Go on. Yep.
Which is 10.
Right. Average increase per year. So from 2000 to 2010, it's been 10 years. But the absolute increase was, our 224,216. But to get the average growth rate, we just, like you said, we take 224,216, just divide by the 10 years. Because it's 10 years in that period. And that, you just move, right, just, 121.6. Yeah. So that is the, per year. So that's an average increase in cost per year. So this is the average increase per year is this number. And then we say, well, what if it just went by the same amount for the next 5 years up to 2015? Because, I shouldn't have given you that. But yeah, that's 5 years more, isn't it? So we just say, well, if it went by that amount for the next 5 years, where would we be? Right now we're at 461. Now we think it's going to go up and not down. I mean, it's been going up. So we think it's going to go up again. So if it keeps going as it is, what's going to happen? That's what we're estimating, right? All right, so for that, we just take this number, times it by 5, because 2015 is 5 years later. So take that number and times that by 5. I just see how I just hit times by 5, and it automatically does that. And I get, 1121080. Oh, sorry. Oops, made a mistake, because it should have been, made a mistake there, didn't I? Because it should have been, 22421.6 times 5. That's what I should have done. 112108. I think you got it. 112108. So we think it's going to increase by this amount. We think it's going to increase by 112,108. Right? And if it increases by that, where are we going to be at? Yeah, so if it increases, so we're at 461,000 now, we increase by 112,000, we get to 573,000, right? Or 573,108. $573,108 million, by the way, this is $1 million, right? There we go, yep, that's it. That's the answer.